Hi everyone, thanks for coming to visit. Today I have a crafty haul to share. I've been all over the place. This is not from just like one particular trip or any one particular day out shopping because these were like, over the course of the last couple of months and stuff. And so things have been just piling up in my craft room. I think everybody knows how that works, right? But I've been to Michael's and Dollar Tree and Walmart and Joann's and Hobby Lobby, and we have a store in my area that is called Craft Warehouse, and that I understand it's actually only on the West Coast. And I think we have two stores. I think there are two stores in Washington. Maybe there might be two in Oregon. I think there's one in California. I'm not really sure, but yeah, but it's an absolutely fantastic place. They have everything. There's like some fabric and anything and everything that one would want for mixed media or oil painting or things with wood, all that kind of stuff. So they have all kinds of things. So, excuse me. Let's jump right into it. Let's see, Michael's. Nothing fabulous at Michael's. I bought two of these. These are their plastic, iris cases, and this one is it says it holds 8.5 by 11-inch paper, and they're the little narrow ones. And I use these when I do digital images or anything like that, things that I want to print, and I get to printing a whole bunch of stuff, and then I store it in that until I get around to actually cutting them out. And if I purchase like a digital kit or something like that, I print the whole thing because you never know what it is that you're going to want to use from that. So that's what I do with that. Then I was at Joann's and I found a few things. I needed a new paper trimmer. Yeah, I needed a new paper trimmer. I know I can get a hold of Fiskars and just have my wire replaced on the old one. But you know what? That takes forever, and I just needed a new trimmer. So this was the very last thing that I actually picked up. And this is the one that I prefer, other than the fact that the blades get dull really, really super easy and that sort of thing. I'm thinking I'm going to move on to the great big one that's got the big rotary blade, because I have an original Fiskars rotary cutter. And, hang on guys. I have this one. This is one of the very first ones that was out. And it does do 12 by 12. It is a rotary cutter. You can change the blade, that sort of thing. This one is super, super sharp, but the problem is that this little rubber thing needs to be replaced, and this one isn't even made anymore. They have this thing from, what is it, Carl's or whatever, that other company that does the rotary cutters. This one doesn't look as rough as it appears, but let me clue you, it will flat tear up a piece of paper. And it's the little teeny tiny metal. I know I can get a hold of Fiskars and see what's what, but the new one that they do is actually yellow that fits in this space. But the problem is, it is just wide enough it doesn't fit in here. And it's like you can try and wedge it, and it doesn't want to wedge in. It does not want to fit. And I've had this thing for ever. My kid is going on 25 years old this year, and I think I got it probably the year before he was born. So, and there's no date on it anywhere, but yeah, this was one of the very first ones that came out. So there was a little tidbit of info you guys didn't need, but for now this will suffice, and it'll get the job done until I can move on to the bigger one with it's got the two bars that run up and has the little rotary cutter on it. I understand that one's pretty fantastic. So there's that. That was Joann's. The other thing I found at Joann's was this. This is felt. Haven't decided exactly what I'm going to use it for. Now my sweet friend Cynthia, she sent me a couple of pieces of this in two different colors, and so I had to find some more. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet, and these are actually pretty good size. These are 9 by 12, super nice. And I'm thinking, you know what, on the cover of a journal or something like that, that would be really cool, because it is just embossed felt. Super nice. And those were actually, I think those were on sale. I don't know, I think just about everything I bought was on sale. I found these. So I bought 2, and they're 18-inch box wreath frame. Now, to me, that's not a box, that's a circle, but you know what? They call it what they call it. So, and these were, how much were those? Oh my gosh. Like losing my mind. They were $1.74 each because they were on sale from $3.49. So super cool with that. Thought that was all right. And then I found this. And this is the Coordinations Premium Cardstock 12 by 12 Vanilla Cream in the smooth texture. Now, it says that it's 65 pound. And I actually purchased some Coordinations cardstock when you can buy it like by the single sheet. And it's a lot heavier than this, especially the one with the textured one. But yeah, I pulled it out. It is super, super thin. I don't even know that it would make a good card base, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. And I'm glad I didn't get the great big pack that had the 200 sheets in it that was like the rainbow colors and all of that in the soft spring shades, but holy crap. Not your mama's Coordinations paper, let me tell you that, because it's not the same weight as the stuff that I purchased before. So I'm not happy with that. And luckily, that was actually on sale. The regular price for these is $4.99. Now, don't get me wrong. If people want that and like it, it's beautiful. It's lovely paper. It's just really lightweight. And to try and cut with my Cricut, I don't know if it's just the settings on my machine or my my blade on it, but yeah, it tears it up. Tears it up bad. And I can't seem to slow my Cricut down far enough to actually cut it without tearing it up. So there's that. Now that's just me. Don't take that, nobody get offended. Don't go giving me nasty comments or thumbs down or things like that. That's just how it's working on my machine, and I can't seem to adjust the settings to make it fit. And like I said, not my first rodeo with the Cricut, so why it's just not setting is beyond me. But there's that. Okay, moving on from that. Erica, that's a good comment. That's Miss Snap Diva 29. She says, moving on. So here we go. The next place is Hobby Lobby, and I needed some really long needles. Get in the frame, Goldie. So found these, and they are, it says 3 sizes. So for use with yarn, heavy thread on dolls, soft sculptures, etc. And these are some crazy heavy duty needles, but I wanted one a little bit longer, and these are 3 3/4 inch for like quilts and that sort of thing. So super, super heavy duty to be able to pull that through. And that is actually waxed thread, 25 yards. It says 377, but that was actually, I think all the stuff in that area was like half off or something like that, because I know I didn't pay full price for that. And these were actually half off because everything Zoology, when I bought it, was 50% off. So that's been a bit. This was the only thing I had to use a coupon on, and it was $8.99, but oh my gosh. So I needed a new Versifier. So there's that. And then, excuse me, I was going to buy a piece of that leather-like fabric, fake pleather, whatever you want to call it, in a different pattern. I was looking for something completely different. And walking around, and my husband stepped around the corner, and where they have like all the stuff that's either been returned or however it is that works, where it's been cut and then somebody ended up bringing it back. He picked this up and he's like, this is only like $5. And I said, seriously? And it said it was 7/8 of a yard, because this is 60-inch wide fabric. So there's a bunch there. And it's like 7/8 of a yard. And for whatever reason, someone didn't want it. And I love the feel of it. And it's kind of got like some stretch to it. So we're going to try something with this. Not sure what, but I kind of like it. And yeah, so we're going to give that a go, see what's what. And if I don't like it on what I'm going to use it on, I will pull it off and I'll go get the piece that I wanted that actually looked similar to this. Had this kind of pattern-ish type thing on it. Similar to this, except that, like I said, this is felt, and the pattern, this stuff is like, it looks like on the other piece that looks like this, it's like that leather or pleather or whatever you want to call it. So I know what I'm talking about. You guys don't have to know. But so there's that. That was Hobby Lobby. So now I'm about to where I can actually start putting stuff away. I was in Walmart and I was looking for a plain old sketchbook that I could possibly tear apart and use as a, you know, like the cover for a journal. And the only reason why I was thinking that is because, A, when I was thinking about it, I was standing in Walmart and could not find a cheap enough book that I felt justified in tearing apart just to do that with. And this was there, and I think it was kind of, they put it in like their little damaged area in that, and I think it's because somebody bumped it or something, and I can't figure out what it is that's wrong with it as to why it would have been in the damaged area, so I only paid $1 for it. And I think these were like $3 something or something like that. But it says it was damaged, so I'm not sure what. I can't find anything wrong with it, but so I got that. And then while I was there, I grabbed these. And these are always there in like my little crafty section. These are only like 99 cents. So I try to stock up on those every time I find them. And once in a while you get different colored little halfback pearls, that sort of deal. And some of those, the reinforcement rings for like holes. I use them for tags and that sort of stuff. And if you want to change the color, just ink. Just wipe them down with some ink, change the color, and you can use those for all kinds of stuff. So there's that. That was Walmart. Let's see what else. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm like all over the place. Dollar Tree. So I've taken to chenille stems. Anytime I find these at Dollar Tree or wherever in whatever color, I've taken to collecting these because I, used to have tons and tons of pipe cleaners or chenille stems, and over the years ended up using them all and ended up not having any in my stash. So, that's a nice little holiday mix for the future. So I thought, well, I'll start collecting those again and keep them on hand. And while I'm wandering around in there, napkins. Who needs that many napkins? I have no idea, but we'll use them for something, and I can either decoupage, and the surprise is that was at my Dollar Tree. We don't have stuff like that in my Dollar Tree. So I thought, super cute. I will use it for something, either decoupage or whatever. And then wandering around in there, I found these, and these are so cute. They're like little metal, like a little wind chime. Cute little thing. Now, mind you, where I live, we get crazy, crazy high winds. And these, I think, would flat get tore up the way the wind blows. But I have a different thought in mind for these. And if I can kind of get that worked out, I will share that with you guys. But I'm thinking, maybe change the color, take that off, take this off, and maybe use it on the front of a book or use it in a mixed media project on a canvas or something like that. So I'm going to see about doing that. And, for $1, why not? I just thought they were really super cute. And, the little bell, I could obviously use that on something different, but super cute. So we'll give that a try. That's me trying to jump outside the normal box that I play in, guys. So yeah. All right, last but not least, at my local craft warehouse, I found some things that I was pretty excited to find. And yeah, not my normal thing that I do. So I'm really, really impressed with it. I do not remember, because this was a completely separate all by itself purchase. I don't remember how much these were. I'm not really sure, but these are goat hair brushes, and this part bamboo, and super, super nice. And the cool part is it has these little strings on the end, so that when you wash your brush, you can actually hang it up from the string on the end, because you never ever want to, I've seen people wash their brushes, that sort of thing. I'm going to wash my brush, blah, 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 soap and water, wash the brush, and then they set it like this to let it dry. Well, the problem with that is all the water runs down into the ferrule. and then will eventually damage the handle on your brush. So when I wash my brushes, I actually have this little like elastic thing. And when I after I wash my brush, soap and water, kind of wring it out a little bit, all of that lovely, I actually hang my brushes so that they face down. That way the water all runs out. You don't end up damaging the wood on your brush, and then the ferrule ends up, that way you don't damage it. I've had this brush for probably, God, a good 10, 12 years, something like that. I use it all the time, but I always make sure that I wash soap and water, wring it out real well, make sure that it stays fluffed up, because that's actually it's a Donna Dewberry, what she calls one of her scruffy brushes. So, but you know, if you do anything with that, that's what helps keep them to stay in really, really good shape. So these are even more important for that, because you will eventually destroy the bamboo if you don't hang them upside down. So, and these brushes are fabulous for like ink and real thin stuff, or with watercolor. So love that. Got a new Tombow. This one's the black N15. So new one of those. That was actually on sale. And I'm not even sure. I'm not finding it somewhere along the way. But I also found this. I've taken it out of the package. Original price on this was $9.99, but everything that I got that day that I was at the store, everything in the coloring section, that sort of deal, because you know what, I don't normally color, but because I just can't justify the price of it, but for some strange reason, everything was on sale, and then they had like the damaged area and the stuff that was on clearance, and all the stuff I found in the clearance area. Now these are the Fantasia Premium Watercolor Pencils. And I got to tell you, I couldn't figure out what was wrong with this set. And like I said, I've since opened it, and it did have the plastic cover over it, that sort of thing. But I couldn't figure out anything that was wrong with it. And I don't know if they figured that maybe the package got dropped or whatever, because anybody who's ever colored, I know that if you're sharpening a pencil and your lead or whatever, you know, if it cracks and breaks when you're sharpening and that sort of thing, the package was probably dropped or frozen or got too hot or something like that, because it damages the core of the pencil. And so then things start to fall apart. So I don't know, maybe it was a package that got dropped. I'm not really sure, but the regular price on this was $29.99. And at one point it was on sale for half that, for $20, but because it was in the clearance, it was only $10. So I'm thinking that's a pretty doggone good price for these. And that I can tell from what I've used of them, they're really, really smooth. Super, super smooth. And nice watercolor pencils. They blend beautifully. And there were a bunch of these also in there. Like I said, that was $9.99. I actually got that for $2.50. And I'm not a big coloring person, but they had a huge amount of like their coloring books from this Creative Haven. And like I said, I don't know if maybe the package got wet or something happened or whatever, but these were all half off, because the regular price on these, where are you at? $5.99, but I only paid $1.50 for both of these. These were each only $1.50. So, and there weren't very many in there, so I just took what I could get a hold of. So this cute little Whimsical Gardens, and this Fanciful Faces, and then this one, this Marked in Ink, and these are all like tattoo style sort of situation. And that, and the regular price on this one was like $14.99, but I only paid, where are you? I paid $3.75 for that. That is amazing. So I love that. And then the only other thing that I got from there, these are called Fantastics by, I think that's pronounced Suneko. I could be wrong, but these are all kinds of cool. These were 99 cents a piece. This was like a regular price purchase. And they work like the tip of, like, say, an alcohol marker. Super, super cool. I actually looked these up. Come on, focus. I looked these up online, and come on, let's see if we can get you to focus. There we go. But that tip right there works like an alcohol marker. And I haven't used it yet, but I'm going to give it a try. So I looked at like all the information on these, and we're going to see what we can do with that. So super cool. I thought it was a blending stump to start with, and that, you know, you just peel those down, but this is not one of those. And it comes with different tips, and this one is actually, come on, this one is actually the brush tip. I'm not going to focus. There we go. So come on, seriously? There we go. It's the brush tip, and I just typed that in, Fantastics, and got some information on that. So we're gonna see about that. And then the last thing I got was some tracing paper. I just needed some extra, and you know, maybe in the journals or that sort of thing. I do have some actual parchment that looks similar to this, but we're gonna give this a try and see what's what. And I think this was like $8.99. So this was not on sale, but we're going to give that a go. Okay, so you know what? I think that's it. So I think I did pretty good at Craft Warehouse. I think a lot of it depends on what day you actually go in and what one manages to find. Like I said, I wish these would go on sale because, man, I would love to have a whole set of Tombos. I did not know that you could use these like watercolors. I know they're not. It's not a watercolor pen, but I know you can blend like watercolor. So, yeah, I think that's it, everybody. All right. Okay, I'm done rambling. I will get out of your hair, and y'all can get back to what it is that you were doing. And, yeah, thumbs up, like, share, all that good stuff. And watch out for the next video. Next one coming in the next few days is going to be about the challenge giveaway that I'm getting ready to do. And we're thinking something fairy. Very fairy-ish. So be on the lookout for that. And I'll let you guys go for now. I will chat with you later. Bye now.